You love your girl too much. You love your girl too much.
What's too much?
To the point where you're so invested you could forget who you are.
This is not a good thing.
Which once you get so invested into anybody that you forget who you are, you end up in the lost world once it goes south. And it will go south.
So how do they get out of that?
But what I'm saying, the only thing you could do when that happens is just like that analogy when you break your leg, right? You have to go to therapy, but forget the therapy. Guess what? You need to take time. No, forget all that mental. You need time. We got Rashawn here who is still healing, quote unquote. You need time. Everybody's time frame is different. It may take my leg a year to heal. It may take yours 6 months. But jumping into a next relationship is, my opinion, terrible advice.
I agree.
Trying to go do anything that's not focusing on rebuilding yourself or rebuilding that leg is terrible advice.
But it has to be your mental.
I'm just say that
it's your mental.
I'm just
validated enough athletes to know.
Hold on.
It's in your mind. You can do all the rehab you want on your leg. If you're not mentally tough and here and know who you are and know what you bring to the table and know what your opportunities are after that injury, it's all here.
Yeah, but I'm an athlete. I've been an athlete, and I'm gonna tell you, every athlete that suffered. Listen, that's cool. I was in the locker room with them. When you tear your ACL, they could go ahead and pump their chest and put their arms out and say I'm strong. But in the back of their mind, I might not be able to make that same plant once I can stand on my leg. My whole life and my whole career is in shambles because once this heals, I think I'm gonna be okay. But when you go and you run, because it's different when you think it. It's another when you try it. You can't stand the same way that you stand. You can't run and move the same way that you move in the dating aspect or in the actual healing of your body.
No, I agree, but I think what Erin is saying is that besides, she's not saying just telling yourself you're strong, like really going inside and out and really like picking apart. That's what she's saying. That's why she's saying it's a mindset.
You have to rehabilitate your mind.
I get
that.
Along with, I think both can work. What would you want to say, Amanda?
Exactly. I just wanted to say, if giving someone advice, especially if they needed to be uplifted after a breakup,
tight.
It's a mindset, Rico.
It is. I feel like telling them that they love their girl too much is not the right advice.
Wait, I would never say that, personally. I never said that.
What?
You said
You said you love your girl too much.
You did say that, bro.
Telling a girl that they love them too much. I mean,
no, telling the guy.
You said you did say that.
You said you would tell the guy that you love the girl too much, and that's not good advice. Because any guy that needs to be uplifted after a breakup and to learn his self-worth, you need to uplift him. You need to let him understand that loving someone as much as he did, everything that he did for that person is what he needed to do. That wasn't loving someone too much.
It wasn't what he needed to do because it still was wrong.
No, it was for the wrong girl.
All right.
Maybe it was for the wrong person. Like Aaron said, you need to find someone that's going to appreciate all of those things.
Yo, but you don't understand when you put all your eggs in one basket and that basket breaks, it's not easy to just sit here and think that you could just walk around and put all your eggs in the same basket
but
again.
That doesn't mean going around loving someone how you don't want to love them.
No,
if that's already in that person to love the way he wants to love,
I mean, this is my whole thing. Love is never too much for the right person.
Yes.
You know, like,
that's the person that doesn't leave you.
when it comes to love or all that, I believe it's not you, it's them. You know, if you're giving out a lot of love and you're not receiving it back, you're just giving your love to the wrong person. And there is such thing. I might be ready for a certain level of love and intimacy, and that person is not there. You know, you can't give something to somebody that don't want it. I can't give you gold if you don't know what gold is. You're just gonna throw it away. You know
I was always taught to love slow.
That was a great analogy.
Exactly.
I was always taught.
No, but that's good stuff.
No, I agree.
Like, how you gonna like, you know?
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Can we talk about how men in society are looked upon as weak because they want to vent and they're heartbroken and stuff like that? So I feel like
do this all night. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm cool when a woman is crying about it, but when a man is trying to heal, we're like, you a man. You're not supposed to cry about that. Get over it tomorrow.
I cry.
But and then he has that in his mind, and then he's entering these situationships and relationships
and never heals,
messing up the girls. I think it's important for a man to be vulnerable. It doesn't make you less of a man to cry or tell me why you're like this. Like, I know society deems you as weak, but that don't make you weak. I feel like if we could talk about it and I could help you through it, we could be bigger and we could be better.
I agree. I've been saying this on set for years, been saying this before this, like, it doesn't, just because I say I cry, I'm hurt, I'm jealous, I'm bothered by something doesn't make me less of a man. And I'm pushing a narrative that the more you speak, the more your relationship will be healthier. And you probably could avoid a breakup so you don't have to find love. Just talk, just communicate with your partner like, look, I am bothered by this. I didn't like your tone with this. Doesn't make me less of a man. And Rico, I understand you opposite, but really you think there's a problem you telling your girl, like, yo, I'm bothered by this, I'm hurt, or I'm broke, whatever it is, whatever, like, be honest.
I think as a man, you need to pick your battles well.
How so?
Explain.
Like, for example, you can't be nitpicking and whining. This is my opinion. As a man, you need to pick your battles well. If you want to break down because you've been trying at something and maybe finally your job just fired you, you don't know how you're going to rebound and take care of the house, and you break down, that's okay. But when I'm politely talking to you about your tone and Oliver's scenario and trying to tell you how to talk to me, and you continuously do it, and now I have an issue, that's not a battle that I'm gonna fight, because you just don't have the respect for me. So as a man, you need to pick your battles. Also, on the flip end, when it comes to crying and showing emotions, you need to pick your battles. This is my opinion, ladies, we are in a time frame where a woman is quick to exploit a man and try to make him look publicly weak, especially if he does decide to be vulnerable and open and honest. So pick your battles wisely. Look at Danny's one of them.
Y'all be seeing y'all be making niggas look weak.
All right, no, that's not the truth. I don't think men not wanting to show their emotion have to do with society. I don't agree. Like, I don't think so. I think men not wanting to show their emotion have to do with men and their ego. Like,
thank you.
No, society deems
stop blaming everything on society.
Danny, why did the man have this?
It's men trying to, I'm a man, I can cry.
Why did he have the ego, Danny?
I'm a man, I can show you emotion. Come on, it's your fault.
I definitely think that when it comes to being a man, we always it's a double-edged sword for us. So I'm gonna say definitely pick your battles wisely when it comes to showing your emotions, because you never want, especially in today's society, for anybody to use it against you. Now, when it comes to getting over your ex that you were madly in love with or truly in love with, whatever the case may be, I would personally say, take a step back, do some self-reflecting, maybe write down some of your flaws and things that you can do to make yourself better, and then invest a decent amount of time, and whatever time is good for you, into yourself to build yourself. Because real men, I promise you, women flock to them. They don't flock to women.
Yeah, I think you should just go back to what you really loved before getting into that relationship. Like I said, sometimes you compromise, you forget about who you are. So just reinvent yourself, love yourself on a positive tip. Like, if you want to go out with some friends, I'm not saying go from D to D to D to D. You want to go on a date? Why not? You don't have to give them no pussy. Like, just chill with your friends, work out, and just feel good. Feel good about yourself, whatever it is. Do something that makes you feel good every single day to elevate.
Well, I know this is going to be an unpopular opinion, but I think that you have to do what works for you. And if what works for you is going out on some dates with some people, if it's hanging out with somebody 3-4 times a week, but being honest about what your intentions are, being honest about what you want, being honest about what you don't want with that person, do what works for you. Be deliberate and be very meticulous and be disciplined about what you do when it comes to like being in a situationship or rebuilding yourself, rebuilding your brand. Don't ever feel that someone else's judgment of what you're doing should control you. If you want to be with somebody else right after the next day, do it. What they gonna do?
Listen, after, trying to find love after a breakup, this is what you do. Let go of that ex, hold yourself accountable. Then after you do that, get back out there dating, go on the dating apps, hang out with some friends, socialize. Even if it doesn't go the way you want, at least you put yourself out there. But let go, accountability, reflect, date.
All right. For me, I say, I'm gonna talk from experience. If you're going to a breakup, go to the breakup. Sorry. Okay, I'm saying if you're going to a breakup, just go to the breakup. Don't try to skip no step. I feel like a lot of us trying to skip step. Oh, I'm not hurt. If you're hurt, be hurt. If you need 3 weeks to be hurt, just be hurt. Then get yourself back up. Then, go to the gym. Then get yourself back together. Don't feel like you're not allowed to be vulnerable, like, you said. You're allowed to feel how you feel. And that's okay. People be going to break up and feel like they try to be so strong to their friends or their family members or society. No, fuck all that. It's about you right now. Focus on you. And when you're done focusing on you, when it's time to date, you're gonna date. You're gonna get tired of crying. You're gonna get tired of talking about it. Believe me. Get some friends that listen to you, be like, damn, I didn't call all my friends and they heard the same story. Once you're tired of talking about it and crying about it, you're gonna know. When you wanna go out and start dating and start having one night stand, you're gonna do all that. But the fact that you're going around act like you're not hurt, that's not gonna help the situation. Wake up hurts, and that's the part you gotta face. That's the risk you're taking with your heart when you go into a relationship. It's either forever or there's a breakup coming. So you gotta be ready for all part. And don't be ashamed or afraid. I'm in a craze, so I'm a lover. So when I'm hurt, I'm hurt. I bet to get hurt though. So I'm just saying, get yourself together. That's all.
Well, I feel like it's each person's prerogative to deal with their shit how they deal with their shit. Let go and move on the way you feel is best for you. Upgrade, improve, be hot and stay hot.
Period.